Greetings everyone, my name is Otterville, and welcome to my Let's Try of the demo of Cursemark, a dark fantasy 2D action roguelite in development by CLYDE Games and Mad Mushroom. The Unknown Lands. Attack enemies with X, dash to avoid their attacks with B. I don't know how precious health is, so I'll try my best to avoid these initial attacks. Unlocked Flamora, Draconic spell. Gain energy with your attacks using X. Spend the energy on spells using the right bumper. Kaboom! Area cleared. The Cursemark Titans. +1 difficulty. Press A to receive Blessing. Blessings will empower you during the run. Upgrade them with Essence to permanently make them more potent. Blessing of the Sire. Attack speed +10%. Travel up to the manor? Sure thing. Ever ready for the battle to come? Sure, buddy. It may come sooner than you expect. Oh my, that's a lot of enemies spawning in for the initial arena. No wonder why my first skill is the explosive fireball. Unlocked Brumulus, Ice Spell. This door does not open from this side. Smite the sword with strokes thrice in 4 to reveal the prize for all the world. Who discovered? Rune of Reach. Turned the wrong way. How many times can the zombie swipe? I don't have enough for permanent upgrades. Blessing of Life, max health +10. Stand still a while in a deadly spot. The way to the cemetery shall be wrought. I'll take that. Haha. Let's receive another blessing. Blessing of Light. Energy generation plus 10. This is a pretty field of sunflowers. Stay safe then, Knight. I need to find another rune forge. Unlock skill. Unlocked Pewter Flare. Rot spell. That's 5 or 6 strikes per volley. Let me try a Pewter Flare. Rune of Healing, yes. I want that. Those hurt me. The poison spreads even further. The enemies individually may not be that powerful, but the main trend is that they whittle me down over time. Cell runes, eh? New blessing, please. Blessing of Dark. Evasion plus 10%. I wish I could sell multiple runes at the same time. Plus 20% evasion. I hope that comes useful. That's 8 swipes this time. Ultimate generation plus 10%. But I haven't unlocked my ultimate yet, so it's not useful. Maybe the fireball would work better here. Geez, okay. I'm using one of my potions. If I had a build that was more focused on range or dodging and weaving, the poison over time effect would be wonderful. It already is wonderful, but it doesn't quite mesh well with my current playstyle. And what's with the audio cutting off? Unlock Coat of Spikes, Draconic Ward. Let me move, please. Don't keep me rooted to the ground after I obtain a spell. Statue of a Foot. Unlock a shortcut, yes please. So that'll make the trip back a lot faster. So if I revisit an area after clearing it, the monsters don't respawn. As an example of something that really disadvantages me, the archers can hit me from afar, even from off screen, and from different elevations. That's my ward ability. Unlocked Astralament, Celestial Ultimate. Wonderful. Go! Oh, no. That's it, back up. Potions are not used instantaneously either. Upgrade Talisman. And if I end up perishing, that marks the end of this run, which resets these areas, I guess. That increases the damage I deal and take. Ward on hit plus 5%. Let's make that 10%. Let's try my ultimate. Whoa! That was so powerful it broke the audio and lagged the game. Unlock Streak, Lightning Ward. Help, let me through. This demo currently has a bit of jank to it. Rune of Pride. If I keep striking the ranged attackers, I can stun lock them. Oh my gosh, no. If only I had more control of the direction of the potions. Now I can upgrade these runes. More attacks, please. Now I can have 2 uses at a time. More. I require more poison potions. When a thunderbolt strikes a twinkling tree, does smite, a hidden way shall come to thy sight. All different clues are opening up different areas. 2 feet statues. Bottle count +1. Let's make that +2 bottles, as healing bottles always come in handy. Back at Last Light Fields. So for these excursions, I can aim straight for the primary objective, or embark on a more circuitous route in order to gain more abilities. More health, please. I procured this key by taking the left route. Crusade Captain Osric. Boss time, let's rumble. I can't. Oh gosh. I mean, I can't even see what's happening. Ah. Sheesh, the windup on an attack is really short. Yet, it comes for all of us. I was so close. Gaze into the void eye. Or I guess I have no choice. There goes all my runes and trinkets. Luckily, they're converted back into essence for my next runs. Door does not open from this side. What is this, a Souls-like? And thus begins my next run. And just with most other roguelikes and roguelites, every time I perish, the dungeon or world is regenerated, meaning that all the monsters, shrines, and temporary upgrades are regenerated, and the layout and selection of them are re-proc-gened. So this means the path I have to take in order to reach the boss is different now, but all of my unlockables and permanent upgrades stay. You shouldn't spawn behind the door like that. That's rude. Tries you run about lights. That'll be more important for the full game. Blessing of that. More damage all around. Every time I perform a big strike, which reduces a lot of sound effects, it just temporarily dampens everything else. That's how the Ice Ultimate's supposed to work. It was due to one of the modifiers granted by one of my runes, which made it work like that. More speed. I think that's a good thing to upgrade. Although this version of the ultimate roots me in place, which is kind of a problem. In this sort of game, staying stationary usually results in an early demise. Damage mod, obvious upgrade. Ooh, wait a sec. I got 2 Archon keys now. Upgrade all blessings by paying 5. Thank you, sir. Oh yes. So this is what caused that effect. Something tells me that this needs to be rebalanced. I feel foolish for not upgrading the number of slots in my ultimate. I can view the monument later. Seriously, why is that come out so quickly? Alright, ultimate. I can't even see what's happening anymore. That sort of worked. One, two. Okay, the slow is actually helping me. Quite a bit, in fact. So for the boss fights, I find the freeze effect to be a lot more handy. Now perish! Hello? I think that's enough fireballs. Oh my gosh. For a moment there I thought I broke the game. Cursemark was at 15. Spare bottle. I mean, obviously I'm taking this. Demo complete. So what do I think about this demo? I think it's pretty enjoyable. I like experimenting and mixing and matching with the different spells I had access to, whether it be offensive, defensive, or ultimate based. And each spell can be subdivided into 6 or 7 elemental families, each with their own specialties, and I could apply extra effects on top of them via the runes, although that did break the ultimates, as you witnessed with the almost infinite number of icicles and fireballs. I really hope that's patched in a future update, as that brings the game down to a crawl. But the enemies by themselves aren't too scary unless you get the higher Cursemark values. No, the biggest threat was actually the boss fight at the end, especially with its quick slashes. My main issue with the game is the amount of jank. Most of the time, the game played fairly well, but whenever I interacted with some sort of upgradable collectible or an unlockable, after my character explicitly obtained it, they were rooted in place for several seconds, even if there were enemies nearby. There's no reason to root your character to the ground while reading that. My other big gripe is with the audio engine, or rather, whenever a lot of effects play at the same time, it just completely cuts out the audio. This could become a good effect, but because it's just a complete cutoff, it's not good. And there was that funny bug when I was starting where... Oh my gosh, this is going on the bloopers. I have no idea how that happened, and perhaps it was a fluke. Regardless, would I come back to this title later? Maybe. It says there'll be many more spells, runes, levels, and bosses in the final game. The thing is though, there are many other action roguelikes/roguelites I wish to play, so this has some stiff competition. Nonetheless, I enjoyed my time in this demo, and I wish the best of luck to the developers. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.